Well, hello everybody. We've got a little repair to do here on a 30-plus-year-old Maytag. If your door does this and it wants to fall on you, there's some springs up inside it that may need replaced. And just to give you an idea, here's the specification plate on it. I don't know how well that's showing up, but it is a WU482. The first thing that we're going to want to do is remove these two bottom screws, if you can see over my head, and then the top ones. The ones on the bottom are going to be longer screws. When you start removing these top ones, you are going to want to hold on to this, because if your setup is similar to mine where it has the wood inserts, the wood adds a little bit of weight to it. And if I haven't mentioned at this point, it's not a bad idea to turn the breaker off to your dishwasher. So once you remove this, and then this plate slides out. If you look here, here's where the electric comes in. There's a lot of exposed terminals, such as those going to the motor. The heating element, a lot of times, even though it's not running, if the power's on, they are live. We're going to take care of the, if you look over there, you can see the springs on the floor. It's not where it should be. They kind of need to be like that. And we're going to figure out how exactly to fix that. And if you look real close, right underneath the drain hose, there's a slot. A little trick I learned years ago. You can get in there. We're going to be putting some oil in that slot. It helps to lubricate the bearing races and the pumps on these. They do last a long time, but there can be some issues where that pump starts making racket. So the first thing you want to do is you want to get the spring out of there. And as you can see, due to years of age, I think these have only been replaced once. That's not supposed to be like that. So right now, only one is holding it. On each side of these, when the spring goes up and clips into place, there's a nylon bushing. And this one over here looks like it's either broke or just out of place. So if these are in place, it helps instead of the spring wearing like it did, this one must have fell out of place. And when the door opens, the spring rotates on this nylon bushing. So we'll put that one over there. Because you basically just have to grip that, pull down, and very easily. These aren't very stiff springs. And then this one, because the nylon bushing has jumped out of place, I don't want to lose it. Right in there. There, it fell off. It's still in decent shape. I'm going to go set that over in the corner. Now this one's alright. It's a little worn. What happens is they wear right here and eventually snap. We got our new springs here, and I'll be listing in the description the replacement part numbers in case you're running into the same problems like I am. And the way this hole is, it's a keyhole like slot. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this bushing off, because it's typically, you can put a little bit of grease on it, white lithium grease. In this particular instance, I'm going to use this for both the bushings and the belt. And if that's dirty in there, you can wipe it off. But as you can see there, I just put a little bit on there. A little of this stuff goes a long way. We're going to put that on there. That's what you want it to look like. Because this is going to go up in there, this is going to pivot as the door opens and closes. And then we're going to go ahead and put a little lubriplate in there. Slots. On this door there's two different keyhole slots. One right there and one in there. If you put it in the wrong one, you'll know right away, because you're not going to have to stretch a spring to fit it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my punch, pull it down, and it goes right into the first hole on this one. There you go. And then it flips. Kind of flips around there. She's in place. Now for the next one. There we go. So if you're putting these on here and one side doesn't seem to fit well, I mean, they're both the same, but depending on how it's worn, I flipped it over. This is kind of like lithium grease, but better. Okay. Put that in the upper lock, or the upper keyhole. Okay, that wasn't all the way in, but now I'm just going to take this hook here, and there's a hole right there. So now that that's in, when you open your door, it doesn't fall on you. And then your door here, when you open it, you can see how it wants to close. That's it for the springs.